Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Krebs. I am a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset. I have been with Archer and Evolution Travel for 13 months now, so just over a year. I have been a travel agent for 9 years, though, so I have a lot of knowledge and experience to pass on to you guys. Welcome to this training about how to book group hotel blocks. This is one way to book groups that can be very lucrative for you and your business if you do it correctly. The reason why I'm doing this training is because I am actually working on two groups right now. One going to Puerto Vallarta in February of next year,
We're just reminding him to smile
and
and
the
not.
other one,
Yeah.
and the other reason is because I am working on a 300 room block in Nashville spread out over 4 hotels for a college football game at the beginning of September. So that's why I wanted to do this training, because I have a lot of experience in booking these hotel blocks, and I wanted to pass that on to folks so that you have the information that you're going to need when you are booking these types of blocks. Now, this is a very informal session, so feel free to put questions into the chat box as they come up, or feel free to unmute yourselves as well. So, one of the first things that you want to do when you talk to your client and after you qualify them to make sure that they are going to be a booker and not a looker. And if you don't know how to do that, I mean, most everybody here has been in the business for a while now. And so we should all know how to qualify our clients. If not, in the Travel Cafe, there's the Qualify Your Clients checklist that is available to us. So you can use that to qualify your client as well. But one of the things that you're going to want to do is ask how many people are traveling in your group. And most of the times, your clients are going to tell you. Now, groups can be considered anything 10 people or more. So when it comes to booking a hotel, though, that group is going to depend on the hotel policies for how many people are staying in a room and how many rooms you need. Some hotels, a group block is 5 rooms. Some it may be 10. Some it may be 20. So what you want to do is you want to contact the individual hotels in the area where your group is going to be traveling to. And what I try to do is I try to pick 3, 4, and 5-star hotels to give my clients an option of hotels and where to stay at. Okay. So I do a quick Google search, or I search in Vax for hotels in the city that they are going to. And then I make phone calls and I connect with the director of sales or the general manager of the property, because that is who you're going to need to talk to. Because we are going to be entering into a contract with these hotels on our client's behalf. Does that make sense? Starting now to everybody, how you're going to contact the hotels first, and then because we're going to be entering into a contract. All right, I'm not seeing any no's. Okay, I'm seeing some yeses. Perfect. Okay, so that is step number 1, is finding the hotels. And like I said, I like to give my clients a choice of 3 or 4. Now, I work with a program called Reposit, which allows me to do my group bookings and put out feelers for hotels for my groups, because I am working on trying to get college athletic teams to start booking with me as well in my area. So there are apps out there that are free that you can use, you can get hooked up with, Reposit being one of them. So that is a possibility. Let me put their website into the chat box. Okay, their website is in the chat box, and you would just need to contact them to set up a tour of the program. And it's a really good program. It's very user friendly and easy to use. They've got a free version, they have a professional version, and then they have a corporate version as well. So I highly recommend it if you are booking a lot of groups, because it's not just hotels that they can book for, they can book transportation, they can book activities, um they can book other things for you, such as restaurants as well. So Reposit is a good option to get involved with. Give me just 1 minute, folks, and I'll be right back. So going back to the group hotel bookings, so you want to contact the director of sales or the general manager, because that is who's going to have the power to negotiate your rates, negotiate your commission if it is not already built in. Most hotels are 10%, Marriott properties are 7%. So just keep that in mind when you're booking hotels in general. Red Roof Inn is 3%, so I would suggest not booking with them if you can help it. So you want to stay on the higher end, 3, 4, 5 stars, if you can, because you want to give your clients a good experience. Now, the second step is to negotiate the contract with the hotel. Okay. And there are several ways that you can do this. You can take a look at the best available rates, and you can talk to the manager and see, depending on how many rooms that you need, you can talk to them and see what kind of a discount they can give you. You can also offer them a rate based on those best available rates, or based on what is in VAX. Okay, so I have negotiated one of my rates down from $429 a night to $349 for my group in Nashville. The reason why the rates are so high is because this hotel is half a mile from the stadium where the two teams are playing. So that's why the rates are so high. I've negotiated down another rate from $239 to $189 at a hotel that is by the airport in Nashville. So, and sometimes the hotel properties, the hotel managers and sales directors will go ahead and do this. Will go ahead and drop the price for you as it is. So you may not have to do any negotiating. So they will put this all into a contract. You have to tell them, you have to give them our IATA number no matter what, so that you get paid. You have to tell them that all commissions are to be paid directly to Archer Travel with our IATA number, so that instead of directly to you. Okay, because that's in the policies that Archer has. So all commissions, no matter where they're coming from, except for instant commissions, go to Archer, and then Archer takes the 80% out, or their 20%. When you are negotiating the group hotel rate, it is still going to be 80% commission that you receive on it. And then finally, when you get that contract, you have to send it to Archer for Jose and Susie to look at, to make sure that you are getting good rates, commissionable rates, and a good contract. The email address for that is groupcontracts@archertravel.com. And I'm putting that into the chat box right now. Sometimes Jose is going to call you and send it back and say, this needs to be changed on the contract. That happened to me when I was doing my first contract with Archer. I had several things that needed to be changed so that it would read correctly and so that it would be a good rate for us because we renegotiated rates. So that is why Archer checks over these things for us. Unlike airfare, where they're going to take $25 per domestic ticket and $50 per international ticket if they help you with the group booking, they're not going to take anything from you if they're helping you with this group booking. But what you're going to want to do is if you have a group booking, you're going to want to come to me, your mentor, or your platinum. And I'm more than happy to help you guys out with them. I'll put my Facebook information into the chat box here in just a little while so that you have this contact information. But you want to talk to your mentor or your platinum, and all the mentors and platinums know that group bookings are one of my specialty niches. So I am more than happy to help out with anything like that. So those are the basics of group hotel bookings. They're really fairly simple once you get the hang of them. But your first few can be time consuming, and well, really they're all time consuming, especially with the negotiations that have to take place and the research that you have to do in order to find the best hotels for your clients. But it's just like researching for any other client. But make sure that you're calling the hotel to find out how many people does it take or how many rooms does it take to make a room block for a group booking. How long in advance do you need? Can you make this a courtesy block where at a certain time the rooms are released so that you are not charged for any unused rooms? That is very important. Okay, you do not want to be liable for any unused room revenue by the hotel. They may put that in your contract, but make sure that there is a clause in the contract that says you are not responsible and that this is a courtesy block that's being held. Because right now one of my hotels has my credit card information for any incidentals plus any lost room revenue, and I've negotiated that, and I've had Jose renegotiate that with them as well so that I am not charged for any of this room revenue that may be missed, because it's a 75 room block at this hotel worth $18,000. So, but that's why we have Archer check the contracts. So are there any questions that you guys have about group hotel blocks? And remember, you can put them into the chat box or go ahead and unmute yourself, either way. All right, I am not seeing any questions coming through the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording.